she immediately plays DJ. So the 8-year-old is in the back going, you know, whoop, yeah, oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Because of the older sibling.
Yep.
So, and in your case, with the older cousin.
Yep.
So she's exposed to like the world of dating and dramas. Oh.
I mean, I think about it when you get older and your kids are there, when they turn 21, right? And if the alcohol has always been this forbidden thing and we don't talk about it and it's this dangerous thing, then they're going to go crazy when they turn 21.
Yeah. Yep.
Right? And so if you're having conversations about it, maybe letting them have a sip beforehand and talk, how do you deal with that?
Listen,
You're there.
You know,
You're there right now.
We turned 21 in October, and I'll be honest, me and their dad, we went out to California. I mentioned their dad joined the Navy, and so we couldn't do Vegas. And I was afraid of my son. He loved Vegas before 21. I was like, D is gonna be a problem. And now he so we ended up in California, and me and Terrence, we got it. We were young parents. I got pregnant at 16, so we were young. I didn't really get a 21st birthday, so I was like, this is mine too, let's go. And we buy all the alcohol, and we're ready to have like an amazing time.
Yeah.
And my kids DJ had a glass of wine. I don't think he finished it. Our daughter had a couple of sips of the wine. She was like, yeah, wrap that up. And they went to sleep. And me and Terrence drank the liquor. But I've never, I'll grab a drink at dinner, and as they were growing up, if they wanted a sip, like, you want to try it, and they don't like alcohol. So now I have two, they go out, I mean,
mocktails.
You know, not even mocktails. DJ will have like a beer, like I'm a beer drinker, so, you know, there's beer in the house and there's wine and stuff, and he does like a sweeter wine.
But you didn't have to worry about them going too far.
He'll have like a beer, but it is weird now, because like I'll be in the kitchen cooking, and he'll come in and he'll grab a beer. I'm having a beer, and he'll come in and grab him one, and I'd be like, oh, you're right. You're right. You're
so
21.
Cool.
Yeah.
I can't wait for them to be that age. Does Zara have a cell phone?
She has an iPod.
Oh, okay.
And
which one's the iPod?
So it does basically everything that an iPhone does, but you can't make phone calls. Like, she can FaceTime. And my reasoning for that was so that she could communicate with me when she's at her dad's house.
Yeah.
Or she could call her cousins or her Nana and Papa.
It's a connection tool.
Yes. And her dad wasn't too thrilled about it, but you know, she actually uses the iPod more at his house than anywhere else. So he works and she's on her iPod.
That's
which
what they do.
The other day I'm like, you were on your iPod for 3.5 hours. That's a problem. So I had to put restrictions on it with the password.
Well, that's great that they let you do that. Yeah, because I've heard 2 hours is kind of, that's what the pediatrician says. It's 2 hours is the recommended time, and I'm like, well, some days, yes.
Don't worry, David, I do it too.
I just don't envy you guys. You know, I'm dealing with some other
You're
stuff,
out of
but I
it.
do not envy, like.
It's just a whole new world of raising kids, because they've got so many things. But Anna, the 8-year-old, has a cell phone, but it's because of mom and dad, and we live in different places, so it's got to be there.
But we've had to have some conversations about expectations and limitations, because again, when she is around her older cousins who are on their phones 24/7, she's like, I'm going to take my iPod into the bathroom. I'm like, no, you're not. Why do you need your iPod in the bathroom? So it's things like that, where it's like, you are not a teenager or an adult.
Exactly.
It's that older children
everywhere.
around.
You have no need. Like, there's no reason.
Exactly.
No one.
Well, she has friends that actually have iPhones and Apple Watches. And I'm like,
At
there's
8 years old
there's
again.
no reason a third grader needs an Apple Watch.
No.
Unless there's, you know, they need to communicate with their parents. But
an Apple Watch?
Yeah.
an Apple Watch.
We don't have latchkey kids anymore. Well, I just don't. We pick our, and even that's true for like even my children. You got picked up on the corner, like, you know what I'm saying? There's no walking home. We were there. The teachers make sure you get in the car. Like, we were just that generation. Our parents didn't know where we were at, what was going on.
God.
And we didn't have phones, and there was no access. I don't know. I won't judge your children, do what you want.
It is difficult. There's a lot that you can't control, but I think being present and just being aware of what they're being exposed to, what they're watching on YouTube, what kinds of things they're saying to each other, how that, you know, those sorts of, just being present. You're not going to be able to control it all, but they're going to feel it if you are paying attention and you're having the right conversations. They're going to remember what you said.
Yep.
Absolutely.
You may have to say it 20,000 times, but
I'm sure you deal with this, right?
Yeah.
I had a conversation with somebody yesterday about like social media and Snapchat specifically and how kids are being bullied so bad because it disappears. So they're
right, because you can't track it.
Snapchat does that.
Exactly.
Snapchat does that.
Yep.
There's no accountability because they didn't see
Man,
it. 'cause
why?
they're gone.
It was not hard like this growing up. We didn't. Social
No.
media is it's a
Changed the
big
game.
deal for, especially as they're getting into those teen years.
Looking back in high school, if we had social media, it would have been, I mean, it was hard. You know, there were a lot of social things going on. If we had social media, a whole nother ball of wax, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Absolutely.
just glad we're
You
through
could be
that.
anybody
Yeah.
behind a keyboard,
Yeah.
or behind
Right,
a
right.
phone.
It's different than face to face, right? And it can be a
absolutely.
lot more mean, and people can be mean in high school without all that, without those tools,
Exactly.
Yeah.
right?
having access to that.
Yeah.
No.
Well, interesting conversations for sure. At the end of the day, I think whether you're a mom or a dad, you want the best for your kids.
That's right.
And that's what it comes
Absolutely.
down to. And being present every single day is the best we can do. Okay, well, if you have any questions for the Mama panel, you can join the conversation by sending us an email to mycoco@9news.com. And we're going to go ahead and welcome the dads. I mean, you know, the dads.
Bring them in. We're part of the team too, you know?
Get ready for your questions. Thank you guys so much for being with us today.
Thank you.
All right. Well, I need to know more about Snapchat. Oh, when it comes to parenting, well, we want to bring Danny in. Well, Danny, our director Moss makes these yummy pickles. Yes, and it sounds like, well, you may be needing some of these pickles for the next few months.
That's right. We have a big announcement today on Coco.
Yeah.
I wanted to let all of our wonderful viewers at home know that our little dog Schnapps is about to be a big sister.
Yay!
Look at that.
Oh my gosh, that is so cute.
Yes, Nate and I are expecting our first baby, a little girl, at the beginning of July. So if you guys have noticed any loose-fitting clothing lately, that is why I've been trying to hide the belly a little.
Oh
but
my gosh. Well,
here.
you have really done well. You've
Thank
hidden
you.
it very well. Congrats to
Thank
you
so
and
much.
Nate.
I am going to be digging into these pickles. That has been one
Please
of the
do.
cravings. Oh, and a
Hey,
cake.
look at that.
Thank you so much. Thank
Congrats.
you,
Our executive
Risa.
producer, Risa Frisky, of course, brought in the red
cake
velvet.
And pickles. Can't
Cake
go
and
wrong.
pickles.
Oh,
That
that's
sounds
so
about right.
sweet.
How have you been doing? Because we've seen you here at work and you've been doing great.
Yes,
so this is
yes.
good.
We're into our second trimester, so can't really complain, which is good. Definitely been a lot easier than the first.
Yeah.
But yeah, July 10th is our due date, so we're very excited, and it's been a fun journey so far.
Danny, July 10th.
July
That
10th.
does not seem so far away.
No.
my
And first
gosh.
grandchild on both sides. So
First grandchild, so
yes,
pretty
in-laws
special
and mama.
child.
Very excited.
Yay! Well, congratulations. We are so excited for you and Nate, and I'm sure everyone else is too.
Yes.
And of course, we'll keep you guys posted.
Yes.
But July the 10th, okay.
Pickle.
And pickle and cake, there you go. Congrats again, Danny.
Really good, Mosh. Good job.